coming back again.
No,
How are you all?
very well, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good
Michael,
morning, sir. Good morning,
please.
sir.
Yeah, morning from your side.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Christian. How are you?
Oh, a little tired because it's late here, but I'm here.
So sorry for that.
It's okay.
And Kaya or Kia? Melissa, March.
Hello,
I'm here,
sir.
sir.
Hello,
I'm
sir.
here,
How
sir.
are you? Okay. So today we have 4 participants. They will present their country report. I'm gonna read their name. Miss Mariam Siddiq, Mrs. Salawa Al-Jabri, Dr. Munibur Rahman, Mrs. Jujiti Katabuna, are you available? Who will present first? Sir, are you ready to present your country report? Who will present?
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Yes.
There was a message from. Sorry, my voice is not very
It's okay.
good
It's okay.
today.
It's okay.
There was a new schedule given earlier, and it
Okay.
said that there was a change in the reporting schedule. I thought you know about it already.
Yeah, I know about that, but actually I thought that this is the new schedule. That's why I heard. Okay, let me check. Oh, March, your presentation today, right? Sorry, Mr. March.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
The change of schedule was very abrupt, and I was surprised to know that I will be reporting today. And since I was not able to prepare or to finish my presentation yet, and my voice is kind of sketchy right now because I have a condition right now, sir. Uh, my presentation will be finished tomorrow, so I can present it tomorrow clearly and with data to back up the presentations that I will make. But For the purpose of today, sir, I would like just to show you a video of uh, my
Okay,
province. So you will
sure.
have a better
Sure.
understanding for my report tomorrow on
Yeah.
where I'm from and my culture and the place that I am living currently living right now. Is that
Okay.
okay, sir?
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay,
Sure.
if you would allow me to share my screen
Sure.
now.
You may. Yeah. You can share now. Please ensure that when you share, share sound is click share sound. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Can you view my screen now?
Yes, sir. You
Okay.
can.
Before I will start the video, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Mark Kachin. I am an agriculturist by profession, but I am currently working in Department of Science and Technology as a research specialist. Uh, my country report will be ready tomorrow, but for now, I would like to introduce my province, my place to you guys, and I hope you appreciate this video. This video is not mine, so all credits to the owner of the video. Uh, this is a very good introduction to my culture and my place. Uh, to For you to know about a little bit of something in this part of the Philippines. So here it is, guys. Enjoy.
Okay.
Tranquility, simplicity. This is Zamboanga del Norte. Zamboanga del Norte is home to 1 million friendly and multi-talented people, enjoying a peaceful environment and a vibrant culture. We have a heritage crafted through time by our Muslim, Subanen, and Christian ancestors. Our history was made illustrious with the coming of Dr. Jose Rizal in Dapitan, whose arrival left us with memories that spell an exile in paradise. Zamboanga del Norte is blessed with a multitude of amazing tourist attractions. We have pristine islands with sparkling white sand, amazing underwater treasures, where you can go for a swim in the clear waters of the enchanting Bayangan and in the magical Piñahon Island. Or just bask in a bed of pearly white or silica blue sand of our 400-kilometer stretch of shoreline. Come to Zamboanga del Norte and experience the thrill of exploring the great wonders of the living Liboton Caves. Or gallop with the horses and zip through the lush greens of Highlander Resort. Paddle around Lake George. Or jog amidst people of different ages at the Dipolog City Boulevard. Enjoy sunset at its best.
I'm inviting you all to come and visit our province for a once and lifetime experience.
In Zamboanga del Norte, you get closer to your faith at the Divine Mercy Shrine. Closer to nature as you climb the 3,003 steps to Linabo Peak. Or grab the chance to see the Philippine Eagle in Baligian. We also take pride of our bottled sardines. Pangase wine. Exotic fruits. Fresh seafoods. Above everything else, we are proud of our people. Come to my province. Come and see Zamboanga del Norte.
Wow.
I think
my-
that's about it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your wonderful video. Yeah, we have. This is the northern part, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
Your Iceland is from northern, right? Northern Philippines,
no, sir. We are in the south.
southern Philippines. Okay.
Yeah.
You already have responsibility maybe for Cristiano. She would like to visit after COVID.
Of
Christine,
course,
yeah,
sir. Yes.
she's
Yes,
Christine.
definitely want to visit. It's so
Ye-
beautiful.
Yeah,
Have
I'm
wa-
looking sponsor for you already. I already proposed.
Yes, we'll all visit him. One question I have, maybe tomorrow you can answer it, or if you want to answer today. I see that similar to Guyana, you have a lot of coastline. So do you also have a lot of mangrove as a protective measure against the sea? You can answer
Uh,
tomorrow if you want.
I can give you a general answer right now. Uh, in this particular time in the Philippines, there is a environmental management is a big deal right now. We currently have a department in our government, Department of Environment and Natural Resources. They are mandated to do these things: protection of the mangroves, the forest, the sea. And right now, it is. I cannot stress it enough to say that mangroves are very important in our ecosystem. So yes, to answer your question, Christine, there is an initiative not only from the government but also private individuals or private groups to protect and rehabilitate mangrove forests. That's it.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Any question from audience? Would like to ask question or comments? Malisa,
Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
this is the opportunity to take sponsorship from March. So please grab your opportunity to visit Filipino. Malisa, you are
I
from
would like
Philippines,
I
right?
would like to say this, sir. Excuse me. I would like to say this. If ever there's a chance for you to come here, it will be my honor to give you a good time to see not just the people but also the culture. You will experience the food, um, and the friendliness of the people. And, Mindanao is been branded as sort of a place where there are a lot of things happening like terrorist attacks or something. But this side of the Philippines, this side of Mindanao, this place is very peaceful, coexisting uh, people from the Muslim people, the Christian, and our indigenous people, the Subanin. So there is a very good relationship between tribes, and peace is an integral part of this community going forward. So yeah, I would
So
like to invite everyone, and I will sponsor. What do you want? Uh, a
tourist
tour,
guide.
maybe not the hotel. I cannot afford hotel for all of you guys.
No, that's enough for us, just as a tourist guide. And Christine, we need more people for sponsor. Like, how about east, west, and northern part? Am I right, Christine and Michael? Because Philippines is big country, we know that. So we need to visit other provinces also.
Yes, sir, you're correct. We can have like a collaborative sponsorship from the all the province in Philippines from the part of the participants.
Yes, because we
So
know
when
that
we
many
go,
Filipino here.
we can go to the north, we can go to the east, and we get a good view of the place.
Julie, are you ready? Melissa, are you from Philippines?
Yes, sir. I'm also from the Philippines.
Which side?
Sir,
North, south, east, west?
I'm from the north, sir.
Oh, so
From
we have another sponsor from north side. So yeah, now we are looking east and west. So okay, actually, we discuss about in this session we discuss, maybe today we discuss about coal in the morning session. And could you um, briefly discuss about that, if you have any idea about that? Because actually I don't have idea about coal. Michael or Christian, how about in your country, coal uh, energy or something like that, or anyone from Filipino, please. could you share any experience about coal energy?
All right, I will leave the room open for my other colleagues who is actually embracing coal energy to share about coal energy, because in my country we do not utilize coal energy as an alternative or as a source of providing energy. So coal energy is something new to me, and I will allow somebody else whose countries are actually utilizing it to share from this morning. But this morning we had a very interactive and not interactive, informative session about coal energy. Not just coal, but we're talking about clean coal, as my colleague Miss Christine begs to differ. But you know, there is still hope. Unlike the research is continuous, so maybe with time and technology, we can actually get a better understanding of how we can actually make the coal clean and it actually use to be sustainable to use.
Okay, okay. Christine.
Yes, sir. I was saying, I agree with what Michael said. In Guyana and in this part of the world, I said, I guess we can say generally in the Caribbean, we don't have coal plants. We are now in Guyana specifically now exploring the oil and gas sector as one form of fossil fuel. So I have been learning about coal as part of like my training in environmental policy and so forth. So I understand the importance of it getting us to where we are today, because we wouldn't be able to like have the life and the luxuries we have with electricity and so without coal.
Okay.
But I have a really hard time understanding the clean coal aspect, the clean coal technology aspect, given where we are right now with fossil fuels, and given that countries like Guyana were so, because of climate change, we're so easily affected. So I think it's something that worries me, the clean coal technology, in a way. If that's the future, I'm not confident that that's the way to have a sustainable future, because I feel like there are other sources of renewable energy. But as the professor said this morning, the clean coal is widely used and a lot of countries depend on it. And so you really have to factor in all that. There's a lot of employment, directly and indirectly. So that's something like when we were talking about all these different forms of energy, there's so many different variables you have to consider. So it's never going to be like one thing, or like one thing is the correct solution to the climate crisis. There's so many different variables to understand.
Yes. How about Indonesia?
I'm Hermawan. I would like to say about Indonesia. For Indonesia, we have implement co-firing coal with biomass, but the problem is the price, because biomass is higher than coal. And then now we also study about carbon capture to reduce the emission. But I think because we have seen in the global, but about the carbon capture technology, it's still expensive for electricity. But I think all the reduce or maybe some decade in Indonesia. But I think for this time we concerned to implement co-firing coal with biomass. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Hermin. And I want to invite Kia. Could you please unmute yourself? Kia. If I mispronounce.
Sir, good afternoon. Can I share something in the Philippines?
Okay, good.
So in the Philippines, coal continues to be supported actually by both the government and the businesses here in the country. While it is the cheapest fuel option, So the coal is also the most polluting one, as pointed by a certain news article in the country. So with cleaner alternatives such as hydropower, solar, and wind energy readily available and decreasing in price. So the coal is no longer safe and long-term investment it once was. So, but burdened by the high cost of electricity in the country, so regular power interruptions and unreliable transmission system, coal remains a viable energy option for the Philippines at the moment. So coal in the country's dominant energy source with 52% share in gross power generation as of December 2020, as reflected in the news, and then followed by renewable energy sources like the geothermal, hydro, solar, and wind, with 22% and natural gas at 21% in the country. So the plans of the government is to ramp up coal production from 23 million metric tons from 2017 to 2018, and to a staggering 282 million metric tons from 2023 up to 2040, as stated in its coal roadmap from 2017 to 2040, flies in the face of the country's ratification of the Paris Agreement, in which it's committed to a 70% reduction in emission by 2030. Then, while last State of the Nation address by our president last July, he called the fast track of renewable energy development and reduction in the dependence of traditional energy sources such as coal. He inaugurated a new coal-fired power plant last year actually, and there are plans for more such new developments. So the Philippines reports 75% of its coal supply, most of it from Indonesia and Australia, exposing the country's electricity system to political unrest, price volatility, and the risk of unfavorable foreign exchange rates. So this has made local coal-fired power plants an attractive position for power companies, and a recent report by the environmental group, the Greenpeace, detailed how 5 of the country's biggest energy companies plan to increase their coal portfolios in the next 2 years for about 14,579 megawatts here in the country. And while the rest of the world is moving away from fossil fuels and shifting to clean renewable energy, the Philippines is moving in the opposite direction, largely because of pro-coal government policies that allow energy companies to keep building coal facilities despite their documented negative impacts on the climate, the environment, and communities in the country. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Julie, for your wonderful explanation. And we know that actually, although coal, we know that CO2 emission, but coal has big contribution for our cheapest technology. So we may receive cheapest technology for actually big contribution as coal energy. And maybe in future researcher, if they can develop green technology, we may accept it. If is it green, okay, but if not, maybe we have to, there is no way for accept. And not only we are thinking for climate change, we are thinking only energy sector, but there is one big monster those can change our environment and polluted our environment every day. Could you guess what is that? Anyone?
Pardon, sir.
Okay. Anyone?
Can you repeat the question one more time?
For climate change, we are talking about energy, all of this energy, but there is another big monster for a big contribution for climate change. And could you guess what is that?
I would say like broadly capitalism and like the amount of waste we produce, but I don't think that's what the answer you're looking for.
Okay, okay, no problem. I just that is the actually plastic waste. Plastic.
Sir, I
Yeah,
think big countries like United States, China, and some European countries must reduce their carbon emissions so that we can mitigate climate change. Because according to climate scientists, by the year 2030, if we're not going to reduce at least 1.5 degrees Celsius of our warming temperature, our 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 warming temperature will become irreversible.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That is the true. And I'm talking about another part like plastic waste, right? Plastic. So it can also destroy our environment. But is it possible recycle? Because now is the big issue to recycle plastic waste. So I know that many chemists in here. So we'll discuss about that issue. Maybe 5 minute break. We'll back again. One 5 minute breaks and break, and then we'll back it, and we may discuss about that plastic waste. Is it possible recycle or not? And what do you think? We will discuss about that. Okay.
Yes, sir, that would be great.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
sir. Okay, sir. 5 minute break.
Plastic, sir, is a very common problem, not just here in the Philippines, but all over the world. And I think plastic recycling or upscaling is the future of reducing plastic waste or removing it altogether in our oceans, our lakes, and everywhere. Uh, there are a lot of innovative companies. A lot of them are startups that starts to develop technologies to produce products like the plastic road, where I've been seeing a lot in my Facebook page or Facebook feed. And I think this will be the answer to reducing plastic waste, uh, and also mitigate flooding, because the our current roads today, the asphalt, which has been uh, in the 1800s, still being used today, it's not very environmentally friendly. It's color black, uh, absorbs heat from the sun, and of course increases surface temperature, and it is not porous, or it does not absorb water during heavy rains. So I think this plastic road, which I am a bit of intrigued and curious about, is the way the way to reduce most of the plastic waste that is currently hounding our planet. So for me, plastic upscaling or recycling should be done not just because it's trendy or because some people are doing it, but it should be incorporated in our policies, it should become a way of life to everyone. Like personally, I have made it a personal choice, not to buy bottled water. I bring my own flask, so that will minimize me consuming bottled water, which is one-time use plastic. I do not resort to coffees in sachets. That's my personal choice, but I'm not uh, discriminating against people who use them. But for me, it's just my way of saving the planet, one markachin at a time. That's my say about it, sir.
No, I appreciate it, Mark, because this is the you have a good idea, so that can we implement in future from over the world. Actually, first of all, I got from you some key point from your information, like we need a social awareness, and we need to select product like jar or something like that, replace instead of a plastic, those we can reuse it, right? And yeah, if we, that is linked to the social awareness, or for responsibility. Yeah, that's the true. We may implement that in future. I believe that those are policymaker. They may implement it in future. And how about in your country, Michael, the plastic waste and also the recycling? How about, or Christine, anyone?
All right,
Hello,
sir.
sir.
All right, Christine, go ahead.
I think someone else was trying to speak. I'm not
Hello,
sure.
sir.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
it's me, Emmeline.
Annalyn, yeah. Annalyn.
Yeah, I'm from the Philippines also.
Yeah,
I just would like to add to Sir Mark
yeah.
his inputs a while ago. Actually, I am happy to inform everyone that the DOST, Department of Science and Technology, has a technology on converting plastic waste into a resource or something that can be used. That's something that can be useful. So we have a technology in the DOST, sir, because I am from the DOST. I work on some of our technology transfer. We have also green technologies being promoted in our locality, actually in the whole Philippines, but in our province, we are handling this one. So I would like to inform everyone that the DOST has a technology on this, converting plastics into different items. It is through the use of the electric plastic densifier. That's what we call it, sir. Plastic densifier. It is an alternative technology for recycling plastic waste through a melting process that is powered by
Annalyn,
electricity. Yes,
Annalyn,
sir.
do you mind, please? Do you have any documentary video for that? Just short video.
Okay, I can share this.
Sure, sure.
I have a compendium, actually. I
Yeah,
have a
please.
compendium. If I could share this screen to you.
Sure, 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 sure. Please.
Okay, for a while. Okay, just wait a minute. Where it is? Okay, this. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right. This is a compendium of the technologies of the Department of Science and Technology, but I would just bring you to this particular issue that we have on plastics. So this is the one I've been telling you, sir, the
Yeah.
electric plastic densifier. So this is under the Industrial Technology and Development Institute of the Department of Science and Technology. This is the contact details. This is the maturation plan that they have established. So this is the briefer for the technology. So it is a plastic densifier that is an alternative for recycling plastic waste through a melting process. So you can convert actually your plastic waste into various items like fruit baskets, decorative goods, and other items. And also, we are also promoting in our communities the use of bricks for pathways. I think that was also mentioned by Mark. You mixed it with sand, gravel, the cement. You digest. We have this what we call plastic digester. Then you mix it with the substances to make it a pathway for a park like that, or for a backyard like that. So that's just one of the things that we can do out from this plastic waste. And actually, sir, our local government, the LGUs, we also have policies on this. Like I think it is already being done in different regions in the Philippines to ban plastics at a time. Like there is an LGU or a city or a municipality wherein for a 7-day week period, there is at least 2 days. That would depend on the city. At least 2 days that there's a ban of using plastics at groceries or in markets. So there is a time for plastics not to be used, depending on the city's discretion on that. Here in our place, in my locality, we are slowly implementing a ban for this plastic material in groceries, but it's not yet really in place. But I'm just so happy that there is already an ordinance for that, and there is an education campaign for the locals, that there is really a slowing down of plastic use, and eventually we hope that really this will not be used na. The use of plastics will really be deleted na. Although as what I have learned from my previous study, that ultimately you cannot really do away with plastics, because there are really foods that cannot be contained in some, like a paper-based material or other type of materials, but it's only fitted for plastic material. That's why you really cannot do absolutely, you cannot really do away with that absolutely. But it's also a good thing that there is already a biodegradable plastics that we have. I think everyone knows about that, is familiar about that. It is a plastic material, but it has a shorter lifespan. It will eventually decompose in a certain period of time, so it will not pile up on our municipal waste collection. So that's it, sir.
Thank you so
Just
much,
like
Anakin.
from
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah,
Yes.
I agree with you, and I could saw that the future feasibility of plastic recycling industry, and yeah, in my country also the invent like plastic from jute. One of our scientists, he invent that technology. But question is, how can we rely on that technology? Those technology you say that we can use in bricks or something like that. So how can we
Yes, yes,
rely on
sir.
that? Because of this
Yeah.
is the environmental issue. We know that we
Yes.
can use it. We can use it. For example, we can reuse for plastic. But how can, when we recycle or we burn it? So is there any environmental, like a CO2 possibility to emission or something like that? So how can we rely on that technology? Could you
Of
explain?
course, sir, there's always an emission of greenhouse gases from that. If we burn it or if we just dispose it somewhere else, and we know that for a very long period of time it will be decomposed. Actually, that is what I am telling now, that instead of throwing it, we can recycle these plastics, and we have that one technology here in the DOST that we can make it for other items, or for other useful things that so we can mitigate some of its effect to the environment. In promoting this technology, sir, like this one that I am telling you about, a plastic densifier, we conduct technology transfer agreement. So there is monitoring, and there is also evaluation of the impacts for the use of this technology. So for example, at a community level, so we will have data on, of course, before the implementation or adoption of the technology. Then later on, as they adapt on the technology, we have monitoring and evaluation of how the technology been useful to them, what are the impacts to the community, is the plastic waste generation of the community becomes now lighter because it turns out to be another useful items for the community, and also promoting reduction of use. Even as we have this technology, we also promote reduction of use if it would be possible. But since we can't really do away with this, so we have alternative technology so as to mitigate its negative environmental effects. That's what I am into this, sir.
Thank you, sir. From your discussion, I could took some notes like for plastic recycle, still now not available recycling technology like a green recycle technology, and at the same time, we need to recycle. We need to find out the solution. Our previous those already polluted our environment. We need to recycle that one, and in future we can like biodegradable plastic. We may promote that one. At the same time, we can promote also dependency of like a social awareness dependence on plastic that can help to reduce waste of plastic. And I would like to say one thing, sir. This is not advice. Like as a human, I know you are from different country and different proportion, different position. So you are the policy maker, but I know you are not only policy making a policy like energy or something like that, but for like as a responsibility. We know about today. We know about that plastic issue or plastic recycle. Maybe you may invite your friend those are working on that, and you can tell them they should think about that issue, because of sometime if we just stand on our position, so it cannot help to reduce the temperature or climate change. We cannot do that because of we need to help each other. So that can help to work together. So I believe all of you, even you, your friend, your colleagues, they are not from same field. So if we work together, so combine one group, then we can help for future sustainable development. And now I want to invite Christine.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. I think this is such an important topic, the plastics. And I was working before the government changed in Guyana. Guyana was actually, like most countries, working to implement a ban on single-use plastic. So plastics like forks, plates, plastic bags, and things like that. However, the ban has been placed on hold with everything with COVID and so forth. We were able to do a number of consultations with businesses and so forth regarding the ban. It's also important to note that in Guyana we don't have any recycling options. There are two companies that are able to. They make beverages and they chip their glass bottle, and reuse it. But for a regular citizen and for regular commercial use, plastics are not recycled. So everything goes to the landfill. So definitely, we were also the committee on this single-use plastics. We had done a number of different things regarding research and so forth. But after the government change, everything was placed on hold. I do think that recycling is one option, but from the research, from what we did, it was we were coming down to like multiple approaches. We wanted to get businesses to start bringing in like biodegradable items, as well as having a campaign so that people can start to think about their actions regarding single-use plastic. So like walking with your reusable bag to the supermarket, being mindful of the plastics that you're consuming and how you're disposing of it and so forth. Because we see directly, like when we have flooding events in Guyana, we know it's mostly because of polluted drains. And if you go to those polluted drains, what you find it's plastic bottles and plastic bags that are choking the waterway.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And how many of background from chemistry or working like from chemical? Could you raise your hand?
My background is not in chemistry.
Okay, you are
So
the policymaker.
I'm an environmental
Okay.
policy. That's what I studied. But the people,
Okay,
so
okay,
what
sir.
we have,
Okay, sir, wait. Okay, Melissa and anyone from chemistry or chemical? Melissa?
Sir, chemical engineering.
Okay, anyone like related to chemistry or chemical engineer or applied chemistry? Anyone? Or someone working on that? So tomorrow we have a country report. I want to discuss more about that issue because today we were not prepared about that issue, right? So, okay, wait. Tomorrow we have four participants, Miss Kia, Julia, and Miss Kimberly, and also our Mr. Mark. So tomorrow they will present. If any
Yes, sir.
opportunity, we will discuss. Those are from chemical. Just try to find out some technology related presentation. If no one present, then we will discuss about that. Even not tomorrow, maybe day after tomorrow also we can discuss, or day after tomorrow. So we'll discuss about those are from policymaker. Those are policymakers. You may find some. This is the like homework, something like that. Those are policymaker. You may find some policy regarding the plastic recycle. So we will present it, and we may show also our opinion. How can we solve that problem? So please prepare a slide or anything, no problem. We will discuss tomorrow about that issue if our country report will be not fulfilled or anyone. So, okay. So that's it, sir. Thank you so much for your contribution, and see you tomorrow. And I want to promote you one thing, like propose you one thing like that. We got someone sponsor from Iran, someone from Philippines, someone from Gambia, right? Michael, you are from? Sorry for that.
Guyana.
Guyans,
I'm
right?
from Guyana,
Okay,
sir.
Guyana.
Guyana.
Okay, okay, Guyana's, but no one from Thailand. So I'm only one who will sponsor for Thailand. Don't worry, anyone can come visit after COVID anytime. I'll be sponsored. Okay, sir.
Sir,
Okay,
pardon,
sir.
sir, can you please enumerate again who are the reporters tomorrow?
Okay, okay, okay. Tomorrow, reporters, Miss Kaya, Mr. Julie, Miss Kimberly, and also Mr. Mark. 4.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, sir, no problem. After COVID, you may visit Thailand. I'll be sponsored.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Thailand is a very nice country, especially your golden temples,
Yes, sir.
the floating market, and then
Yes, sir.
the the elephants.
Yes, many things, sir.
And don't
You are
forget the
welcome.
food.
And many more in Bangkok. I like Bangkok. It's a very nice city of Thailand.
I put my email, right? So when you want to visit, just before you email me.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. You definitely will, especially coming to get the food as well.
Try to avoid that. Single is better.
The foods actually are spicy.
We like spicy food in Guyana.
No,
Okay,
if you visit Thailand, you will get two facilities because actually I'm not origin from Thailand. I'm from Bangladesh. So you may taste two kind of things like our country. I will prepare for that, and maybe Thai, maybe we can visit restaurant. Okay.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
I'll
you.
prepare Bangladeshi food. Don't worry.
Not so spicy.
Yeah, spicy or not spicy, no problem. Anything. Okay, sir. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, everyone. Take care.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you
sir.
very
Thank you, everyone.
much. Bye. Keep safe.